This morning, we are talking with the NASCAR legend.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. earned 26 career victories, including the 2004 and 2014 Daytona 500s.
Well, now he's back with the second season of his show, Lost Speedways.
It is part history lesson, part treasure hunt, and Dale sets out in search of long-abandoned racetracks in a quest to uncover what could be, what used to be.
When you're talking about the early automobile and how fast they were advancing, Sir Malcolm Campbell's car was literally like an airplane without wings. You know, it just had wheels.
Yeah.
And to think of him ripping down where we're walking right now, 200, 300 miles per hour is pure insanity.
What were the tires made out of?
Can you imagine?
That is so cool. And Dale joins us now live. Dale, I got to say, this has got to feel like almost like a time machine for you. And I know you've done this before.
Yeah, I love going around the country and trying to find abandoned racetracks and why they are abandoned, what's their story, and what they meant to those communities when they were thriving. The best part about it for me is really putting boots on the ground and finding evidence of those tracks. And we find some pretty cool stuff in our hunts. And again, like, we get to talk to some legends in our sport. We get to talk to a bunch of people in these communities where these tracks existed, and they're everywhere. We have a map that we've all been working on for over a decade of over 2,000 abandoned tracks in the United States that there's still evidence of the actual racing circuit on the property. So those are the ones we're most interested in, not the tracks that are redeveloped or are no longer there. We look for something that we can show you tangible evidence of the surface or the guardrail or something that would let you know that there was a racetrack there. And the stories that come with those tracks are just amazing. Season 2 is a big step up from Season 1. Season 1 was great. We had a lot of great success with that. But we really improved on our production and editing and everything. Storytelling, all that was much better for Season 2.
Well, you've certainly seen hundreds of racetracks. Are there any that have, I guess, stuck with you the most?
Well, going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in Season 2 was pretty personal because I raced at that track, and they just closed that racetrack for redevelopment at the end of 2020. So that was very fresh for the community. So when we talk to people that spent a lot of time there either watching races or racing at the racetrack, you can tell in their emotions that it's very difficult for them to see the track go. And going to Texas World Speedway. So most of the Lost Speedways that we find and talk about and showcase on the show are small, half-mile dirt racetracks. But as you see, Texas World Speedway is a 2-mile Lost Speedway. There's no other 2-mile super speedway that exists that's a Lost Speedway, abandoned, that exists in the United States. So it's a really amazing visual. When we walked up on top of the grandstands and looked out over Texas World Speedway, it almost takes your breath. And then you do a million questions pop into your mind, like, how did this place not survive? What happened here? And we uncover that. We really do. We get to the bottom of just how close Texas World Speedway came to making it. We might still be racing there today, if not for just a few circumstances going the other way.
Yeah. So Dale, you've been out of the race game now for 3 years. We're actually actively racing. You're an NBC analyst covering the track. But do you sometimes think, I could get back behind that wheel. I could do this.
Every day. I feel, I'm 46 years old, and there are a lot of guys that are still racing at this age and still competitive, and I still feel like that I have some unfinished business, and there's that little bit in you that always wonders if you walked away too soon or if you retired from driving full time too soon. I'll probably always wonder about that, but I use that excitement for driving. I use the fact that I miss it. I use that in the broadcast. I want to be out there. I think that energy is good for the broadcast. When I see something happening on the track, I get excited about it. I want to be in that battle. I'm thinking about what that driver's dealing with and how much fun he's having. And I think that helps my work in the booth as an analyst. So I don't think I'm pretty much 99% sure that I'll never go back to full-time driving.
Oh, but there's that 1%. You left the door open, Dale.
There's a maybe.
Well,
That's something you want to tell us?
No. I just think that I hang on to that desire to do it. I hang on to it because I think it helps me in the booth. I don't ever want to be in a position in my life where I don't want to be driving a race car.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not driving a car full time, I always want that passion for it to be part of me.
Got it.
I love it.
All right,
We
so
feel your
he's
passion.
We tried, Dale.
he's headed to Daytona. It sounds like.
Go.
All right.
And congrats on the new baby girl, by the way. I guess you don't say new baby.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Everybody's great at home.
Oh, look at those cuties.
Beautiful family. All right, Dale, thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. The new season of Lost Speedways premieres this Thursday, July 1st, only on the one and only Peacock. And you can get your racing fix this weekend with IndyCar at Mid-Ohio. Then join Junior as NASCAR lights up Road America Sunday.